What is in a picture? A picture holds the essence of life captured within a moment of time. A picture tells the story of life written on film. Few realize the delicacy of days until they're gone. To look into a scene that can never again be as it was. To remember what it looked like and what it felt like can only be captured on film. Photography allows me to capture my emotions and share them for others to experience. To capture that exact moment allows me to cherish a memory forever. Images are a way of expressing how I feel, how I view the world. In every unnoticed moment that passes away the days, there is an undeveloped photo. To capture life is my life.
What's up everybody, Peter McKinnon here. Welcome back to another tutorial. Feeling good, feeling caffeinated. It's a bright sunny day. That makes me happy. And we're talking about camera basics part 2. Been meaning to make this video for 5 months now. Made the first one in April and was like, I'm gonna do another one of these like next week. And then now it's today. A little bit of time, just a little bit, a smidge, has passed in between, but I am here to talk about today just 2 things: white balance and focus modes. My goal with these videos is to kind of go through a whole bunch of different settings that your camera has, that all cameras have, so that you have a very good understanding of camera basics. So when you go to take photos, you know what all those things mean. You know what all the buttons mean, because I've been there and I was looking at all these weird abbreviations and weird buttons and I had no idea. You'd flip into something by accident and suddenly that image is super blue and you're like, how do I get it? Should I take the battery out? Like, this is your first day. Tip number 1, one of the things I wish I paid more attention to is the histogram. That's this little funky chart right here that looks like a heart rate monitor. But the far left of that chart represents the blacks and the shadows. Far right of that graph chart represents the highlights, the whites, anything that's overexposed. And in the middle is your midtones. So you never want to see that graph, if you will, the histogram, spiked in one direction. If it's way up here, that means it's blown out and your image is damaged and there's just no detail. There's too much white, there's too much brightness, there's too much light. Whereas on the opposite spectrum of that, if it's spiking on this side, there's no detail because you've crushed those blacks too much. It's just too dark, there's too much shadow. It's not evenly balanced. So when you look at a histogram, it tells you right away without even having to look at the photo, because don't trust your eyes and don't trust the back of an LCD screen. Too many times I would just look at the photo on my camera and be like, yeah, it looks dope. Then I would get back to start editing it. You see it on a huge monitor, it looks totally different. I would see the histogram within Lightroom or Photoshop, wherever I was editing, and then realize, oh wow, that's actually wildly overexposed. Had I just taken 5 seconds to look at the histogram, I would have known that scientifically, and then I could have just taken another photo and fixed that. Because what you're looking for is an even plane. You want that histogram to have a nice, even flow, no crazy spikes, like when you're tracking your sleep with a sleep tracker app and you wake up and it looks like Everest. Ooh, you're like, wow, that was a rough night. But then you wake up one morning and you see it's like calm waters. You're just chilling in the Maldives. It's just like, it's just smooth. You're coasting and you're like, wow, I feel great. Number 1, angles. No more hip shots or blind fire. We're gonna think about this. Angles are huge. Instead of just pulling out your phone or your camera and snapping the subject, be it an object or a person, at whatever's the easiest angle, just take 10 extra seconds and think about, where could this look cool from? Objects typically look really, really good or way better when they're taken from a waist level, so you're at the same perspective of the object. Or just put a little thought into it. Maybe just move around to the left or move to the right, move to the back.